Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe down below to become part of my PJ squad, which is always awesome, and turn on those post notifications so you get notified every time I upload a video, which is at least once a week. Hopefully I can do more in the future once I get a little more time on my hands. But today I am doing a 100% honest slime shop review. I wasn't really sure what to title this video because this first slime shop is, I do believe, 5 stars or at least 4.5, but the other shop, they had their own site, so they don't have a review or anything like that. So I wasn't really sure what to title this, and yeah, so that was a little complicated. And then the other thing, this video took a long time to make because this slime shop wasn't too bad. It took after I ordered, a total of 2 weeks to be shipped and then shipped. So it took like a week to ship, and then the week before that it hadn't shipped yet, if that makes sense. It was kind of still processing, I guess. But this one wasn't too bad, but the other one that I will review, since I'm only reviewing 2 in this video, took a really long time to get to me, and it was just super duper complicated. So, yeah. As I am recording this, I will let you guys know I hopefully will be able to do the rest of this video. If not, I'll add a different shop to this, hopefully, or it'll just be this shop, but I'm still waiting on that package. I usually do my videos like, if I'm still waiting on something, I'll do the first part of the video, if that makes sense. So I'll do the first shop so that they're not just sitting around melting and everything. So I am still waiting on them, and it's been like 2 to 2.5 weeks, and I don't even know if it's been shipped yet. So we'll see how that goes, but if it doesn't ship, it might just be this for the video, and then I'll just do a quick outro at the end, but I am super duper sorry about that. It's taking forever. So this is the first time I've ordered from slime shops that maybe aren't too known very well or anything like that, but it's not been the greatest experience. But besides that, let's hop into the video. So starting off with the extras, it was sent in this bag, and I got a little caramel apple pop, which I absolutely love these things. The bad thing, I cut the corners of my mouth on these all the time, but they're so good. I love them, so I'm super excited to have those. And then there's a little packet of borax. I do recommend labeling the borax just in case something happens or somebody tries to eat it, just so that nobody gets hurt and there's no complications with that. It's just a little detail that I think is necessary. And then there was no business card, which there doesn't have to be since the slime containers were labeled on the top, as you could see right there, but you know, a business card just makes everything a little more professional and, you know, nice and neat and everything. And then that's a good way of giving instructions in what to do with sticky slime or hard slime or things like that, and then giving your plugins so that they can find your Instagram or things like that. So everything was nicely packaged and bubble wrapped, nothing cracked, nothing leaked, nothing like that. And the only slime that I ordered is this one right here, which is Blueberry Pumpkin Cheesecake, but the owner was super duper sweet, and she let me pick a slime from her shop that I wanted, like any slime, so I chose Fresh Fallen Leaves, so I'll be showing that as well, but this one is the extra, and I thought that was just super duper awesome. So the price that you will see on the screen is for the slime that I bought, and then that one will have like the total shipping price. So usually if I have like 7 slimes or something, I will take the shipping price divided by 7 and just equally divide them into the price of the package, but it will obviously take on the whole thing since this one was free, if that makes sense. So yeah, so with this first one, this like packaging is absolutely adorable, and I have not seen anything like it so far. I love everything about it, and I love the handwriting and like how cute it is. It looks like it's a little gift, which I think is adorable. So really quickly, I must have spoken a little too soon. I did not see it, but this slime right here leaked, but there are no cracks, so I do believe it was just a little over full, which is perfectly fine considering there wasn't a big mess and it was contained in the bag. So this slime was super duper fun to mix in, and I loved like being able to assemble it myself. As you could see, the whole thing wouldn't fit in the container. I know that it might cost a little bit more, but it might be just a better investment to maybe send an 8 ounce and then put 6 ounces of the base in it, just so that, you know, if the customer doesn't have an extra container, that's where they can put it instead of throwing it away, because that's kind of a waste. But yeah, it was super duper fun to mix together. I'm not really sure what kind of slime the base was, but it was scented like really sweet pumpkin, kind of like pumpkin cheesecake, which is fitting for the name. I do believe the bottom was a snow fizz to represent like the crust of cheesecake, and it was scented the same as the base. And then the top was to represent, I think, icing, and that was kind of like, I think it was lightly scented, kind of like icing, so super duper nice. The sprinkles were a nice, or the glitters were a nice add-in, and it definitely reminds me of a cheesecake, so really, really nice. It does leave like a, I'm not really sure, like the kind of residue that you get on your hands when there's too much lotion in a slime. It kind of gives off that residue, but other than that, I really, really liked it. So I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5. This last slime from them is my extra, and it is called Fresh Fallen Leaves, and it comes with these cute little clay leaves. I just lost my train of thought there, and like these are super duper adorable. They kind of like melted together, if you can see that, which is kind of a bummer, but super duper cute leaves, especially this orange one. I absolutely love that, and there's definitely a lot of time and effort put into these slimes, so really, really nice. So I do believe this slime is supposed to be, I think, a cloud dough at the end and a cloud at the beginning. This slime is scented like sweater weather and I think something else, and it is two-toned, which I think is absolutely adorable, and then these little leaf sprinkles on the top are just super duper cute. So it took a while for the clay to fully mix in, but it was super duper fun to mix in, and as you guys can see, it does this slime. I don't remember if we're supposed to mix into a cloud dough or still stay a cloud, but I think it's definitely more on the cloud side, but like super crumbly. It's kind of like a mixture between a cloud and a cloud dough, so that's super duper interesting. It does leave quite a lot of residue like under my fingernails and on my hands, but other than that, it was super duper nice. So overall, I just absolutely loved the scent. It was amazing. And like it's super strong, so I can smell it just by playing with it from here. I don't have to like put it up to my nose or anything. And I do recommend maybe a little less snow. That'll make it not as like crumbly and a little bit better to play with, maybe, so you can at least drizzle it, or maybe make it a better cloud dough by lessening on the instant snow, and that might take away some of the fallout. So that would definitely help a lot. And then I'm not sure if it was supposed to come out to this color or if you wanted it to come out this color. I do know from experience a lot of people don't like when slimes mix into brown, so it's really nice to experiment with that and maybe come out with a prettier color, but I personally don't mind the color. It's not the worst color in the world, at least it's not like a really gross brown green, so that's a relief. But other than that, yeah. Normally I don't rate extras, but since I knew this one was coming, I am going to rate it, and I'm going to rate it a 3 out of 5. Definitely some room for improvement, but really not that bad. So this next shop, you guys, is a doozy. So before I get into this kind of long story, I just want to go over the extras really quick. So I don't have the actual container anymore, or the packaging, whatever, but everything came bubble wrapped, nothing leaked or anything like that. It came with this nicely detailed care sheet, which is super duper nice. And then a little thank you code to get 20% off your next order, which I think is absolutely awesome. And then they sent some Skittles and a packet of borax. Like I say, with any packet of borax that is not labeled, I would recommend labeling them just in case something happens. You're not responsible for it, so that's just like a little thing about that. So, the last thing I wanted to mention, nothing leaked or anything, nothing cracked, and it was bubble wrapped. Just from personal experience and from other people's experience, I have noticed that like these big bubble wrap, like bubble things, tend to crack containers a lot easier than the small bubble wrap. So that's just something that would be tweaked a little bit just to make it a little bit better, but nothing leaked or anything like that. So I'm super happy about that. So, as you guys know, I explained with the first slime shop that I was still waiting on this one. So this is a completely other day that I'm filming this part. I ordered this slime, let's see, I ordered it September 15th. I am videotaping this October 30th, okay? You guys, I waited a month and a half for one slime, okay? So I was obviously trying to find underrated slime shops and everything like that, so I found this Floam Slimes here, and they had discounted their like random slime. It was $5 for an 8 ounce with free shipping, so that was an amazing deal right off the bat. So I went with it, and then I'd say about a week to 2 weeks later, I never got a notification that it was sent or anything like that. So I emailed the shop owner, and they got back to me and they said, you know, I've been, you know, really busy. I was out of town and I wasn't able to do it. I'll send it out tomorrow. And I was pretty optimistic at that point, but that was my first red flag. Usually, I think it would be a lot more professional if you're going to be out of town to at least make something on your site so that people know that their order might take longer, or maybe, you know, kind of like how Etsy has the vacation mode to put it on vacation, or something like that. Like, that would just be way more professional so that people know what the heck's going on. So I said that was perfectly fine, you know, things happen like that. So, so then I, waited another about 2 weeks and emailed them again, and I said, well, it hasn't been shipped. What's going on here? You know, I just want to know what's happening. And to that, I got no reply. And then another week later, I sent them another email, and I didn't get a reply on that, but about 20 minutes later, it said, oh, your package has been shipped. So I thought that was a little crazy. So then I would say about another week or so later, I still hadn't gotten any like updates. It did have tracking on it, but it still said pre-shipment. And so I just wanted to know what the heck is going on. I sent them another email. I got no response. I sent them another email about 2 days later. Not a response on that one either. And then I even tried to contact them on Instagram on one of their posts. And you guys, I don't want to like point fingers here, but if you guys know anything about Instagram, the only people that can delete your comment are people that either made, so like you yourself that made the post, or the person that is in charge of the video or whatever. So either I had to delete it or Floam Slimes had to delete it, or somebody could have flagged it. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure it got deleted because a couple hours later I checked on it and Floam Slimes had like replied to several other people on that post and mine was completely gone. So at that point I was like, okay, this is a little ridiculous. So I posted again on their next video and they finally got back to me. I think they realized I wasn't gonna stop, or maybe I don't know what the heck was going on with that. I don't want to point fingers or get angry or anything like that, but they finally got back to me and said that it was shipped, you know, when it said it was shipped, which I think was October 3rd. And I contacted them about this, I think October 20th. And then about, like, I think a day or two later, I finally, like, it went past pre-shipment, and then it was finally on its way. And then I got it, I think 2 days ago, or yesterday, I think it was yesterday. So I'm just, it's been a ride, you guys. Now on their care sheet, it says, you know, please contact me if you have any problems, and I was quite furious about this because I think it's a little ridiculous waiting that long for one slime. Yeah, it's a really cheap slime, but in the description it says fast free shipping and things like that. Like, I waited so long that I got one of their slimes from their fall restock when I ordered there was only 2 slimes in stock. So I got a completely different slime that I didn't even think I would get because it should have been shipped out by then, which I don't even think it was, but you know, this is just a whole jumble mess. So I emailed them, you know, because their care card said if you have anything negative to say something to them, and I did, and they were super professional about it. They gave me a discount code and they apologized and everything, and that will definitely boost the rating that I give them. But like, I'm honestly really angry about this. This was just a terrible experience, so they'll probably get about a 3-star. It was a 2-star. And yeah, so besides that long story, let's get into this slime. So it was obviously packaged nicely, like I said. I do like these labels a lot, but the problem is I've had this problem before with a famous slime shop. If you get anything wet or even like remotely close besides just your fingers, sometimes even your fingers, it'll take off. As you can see, the Oreo part is gone. Like, one slime I have, the label is already halfway gone. Like, I don't know what the heck is going on with these things, but that's just something that's been happening. So they're really cute labels, but I don't have that very good experience with those, if I could say that. And then I wanted to mention, I really like the top of this because most people have like that generic circle or an oval or something like that, and this one is just a completely different shape, so I think that's awesome. And then their containers are super sturdy. They're like that hard plastic, but they're still like bendable so that it doesn't crack as easily. So this slime is like super thick and glossy. I really enjoy that. I was kind of scared once I saw the label because it said pumpkin spice, and I'm not like a generic white girl or anything. I know that sounds really mean, but I don't really like pumpkin spice stuff. I've never even liked pumpkin pie, so that's a little fact about me. But it smells really good. It's supposed to smell like sweet pumpkin frosting. I kind of smell, I know this is gonna sound really weird, I smell pumpkin spice, I smell pumpkin, which I like the smell. Pumpkin just grosses me out. And it kind of smells like what is it called, orange to me. So I don't know, maybe it's the color messing with my eyeballs or something. So super nice. It is a little on the underactivated side. It doesn't like stick or anything, but you can like tell it is. But I don't want to, you know, make the final verdict of activating it until I put in these clay Oreos, because sometimes clay can stiffen slime. So, you know, I don't want a super stiff slime. And I completely forgot, you guys. I said nothing cracked or anything, but this container did crack. I'll take those out. Like completely over here, which isn't a problem to me. I'm just a little scared about the overflow on this slime since it's almost filled to the top, but I have like billions of containers. Just for those who don't have containers, if that happens to you, I'm sorry. So the Oreos are kind of thin, so they did come mashed, which I can perfectly accept, and they were kind of dried out because there's a crack in the container, but I think that's just that kind of thing. But yeah, so I keep like, I don't know, I'm like out of it today, which I almost am every day. So I'm gonna try and hopefully mix this together. When you have like really dry clay, it's kind of like that dry where it like rips super easily. It's really hard to get that mixed into a slime. So hopefully I can get this mixed in. Alright guys, so I, like, off screen have been messing with this thing for a good 10 minutes now. The Oreos apparently were so dried up that they just will not mix into this slime. It does look a little more sticky now. I actually tried to microwave it for almost a minute, to try and get, like, the slime warm so that maybe the clay would mix in, but, like, these clay chunks are just, like, they just will not mix in, you guys. So hopefully, once I can maybe get these mixed in, I will leave a little footnote below this, to tell you guys how the texture is and everything like that. But right now, I'm gonna have to rate this like a 3.5 to a 4 out of 5. It's a super nice slime, but like the whole experience of trying to get this mixed in and the container and all that good stuff, I just do have to take off at least a point for that, and then overall I gave it a 3 out of 5 because of the experience, with waiting a month and a half for this thing, and you know, getting ignored, or it seemed like I got ignored on my email, and then like getting my comment deleted or whatever the heck happened to that on Instagram. I know some people don't like it when like somebody reviews slime and they're like really mean about it or anything. I wanted to tell you guys like my honest opinion about this is my opinion. I know some people might have, you know, different experiences with this shop or with other shops or whatever that I have that aren't good, but that's just what happens to me, and I just wanted to let you guys know before you make any, you know, judgments on buying from people or whatever, just to tell you guys how my experience was and all that good stuff. So I just wanted to tell you guys that it's just my opinion. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. This is just mine, and I try to be as honest as possible, give constructive feedback and all that good stuff so that the shop that I'm reviewing can grow, and the people in my comment section and those who view it and everything can understand where I fall on certain shops. I don't exactly want to give everyone a perfect score. You know, I gotta give some kind of feedback, and I gotta take off some points for certain things. So, again, there should be a footnote when I was messing with this to tell you guys how the texture turned out, if I could get it done. If I couldn't mix in all the stuff, I will also let you know. But with that, I am going to end this video. This is like a 2-month-long video, behind the scenes. So, this took me a while, so I really hope you guys enjoy this, and, don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I'm trying to post at least once a week. I've been kind of falling behind on that, but I've gotten really busy, in my personal life and everything, so I'm just really trying to push out those videos for you guys. I have some, I have some videos on the way, but, you know, I still gotta edit them, and a lot of things in my personal life have been happening, so it's really hard to upload. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on that as well. So I will try to leave these two slimes, like, their Instagram down below, so maybe if you'd like to buy from them, you can do so. I do believe both of them are out of stock for the moment, but I think one's doing a Christmas restock, and this one is doing another fall restock, I do believe, so it might be a little bit before they're open again. But yeah, so with that, I'm gonna be signing off, so I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.